When I look at this, I'm thinking I always have this plus 1, right? And so we have this constant, right, of 1. And then in blue, I'll do the, that was a horrible R, rate of change. You guys see that okay? Yeah. Okay. And I've cut the corner here a little bit. You guys are just kind of watching. I'm just showing you how to like actually produce the graph, okay, of a line, or where it came from, right? So you'll see, no matter what stage I'm in, I'm always going to have one red tile. I'm just relating it back to this morning, right? So at stage 1, that's blue. I need red. At stage 1, I'm going to have one red tile. At stage 2, I'm going to have one red tile. Stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, stage 6, so on and so forth, okay? Now, if there's one red tile at every stage, then that must also mean that at stage 0, I'm also going to have one red tile. Okay? Keep in mind, I just want you guys to draw your attention to how many tiles am I supposed to have at stage 0? Just the one. So that takes care of this one. I'm done with that one. Okay. I don't have any blue tiles because there's no rate of change at 0. It's a starting value. Okay, you have to start somewhere. Okay? Now, we said that we're always going to take the stage number and multiply by 4. The stage number here, and that's going to dictate how many blue tiles I have. Right? So for this particular question, stage 1, I'm going to have 4 blue tiles. Right? How many tiles am I supposed to have in total relative to the table? If we were to produce the table, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. We're good. Okay. Now the next one says, okay, stage 2, I'm supposed to have 8 blue tiles because I take the stage number 2 and I multiply by 4. So I'm going to have 8 blue tiles. How many tiles am I supposed to have in total? 9, right? It's 9 because the side of the graph tells me that it's 9, right? And so on and so forth, right? You're going to continue to do this. I'm going to do this quickly. I'm going to continue to draw these. Okay. Stage 3, I'm supposed to have 12 blues, so I'm going to draw 4 more. Now, something interesting happens, and this, I don't think we need to do any more, right? So at stage 3, we can confirm that there are, in stage 3, that there are 13. In stage 2, we're going to have 9. In stage 1, we have 5, and so on and so forth. Now, something interesting happens that when I saw this for the first time, I thought, okay, this makes sense, right? I wish somebody had shown me this. Use a different color. How about, I don't know, purple. Okay. If I drew a dot in every left-hand corner of every column, okay, I'm just going to color a dot. What kind of graph do you guys get when you do that? Or to connect these? It's a line. Where does the line start on the graph? starts at positive 1, the constant on the end. How does the graph change? It goes up 4, right? You can see that. And keep in mind, when I say up 4 and left to right, like you're counting the actual, you're looking at the axes. Okay, you got to be careful with how you're doing this. So when I say I'm going to go up 4, it means I'm going to go up 4 on the axes. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I was counting by ones on the y. So I went up 4, and then I counted to the right 1. So it takes on the form that looks like this. 4 over 1. We called the slope rise over run. In this particular question, we have up 4, right 1. That's how you get the next point, the next point, the next point, right? So I could check it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's up 4. Right 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right 1. You could continue filling out points on here by doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right 1. So on and so forth, right? You could color a dot. Where's that dot? Stage 4. And we should see the number 17. Stage 4 and 17. We know we're right. Okay. I have one more thing to do with you. And then we're good for today. Okay, I want everybody to go back to their Jamboards. Sorry, not that Jamboard. I want you to go to the afternoon, the graphing one, okay? Oh, you guys can't see that. It's in your, in Mine's Online, it's the third link. If I can find it, okay? It'll be the third Jamboard, so it's practice graphing, okay? Okay, now I'll let you struggle a little bit with the second graph. Well, we'll talk about it, and then you guys will have some questions up. I'll post some questions in Mine's Online for you guys to practice too. Okay. Is everybody in here? It only looks like 4. Okay, you guys getting the Jamboard or no? Only C4 it is. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead because we don't have much time. Okay. Remember what I said here. Y equals mx plus b. Okay, what I want you guys to do, you guys can take your pencil tool in the Jamboard, and I want you to identify where it is you are starting on the graph, right? Which I just showed you, right, with the last question. If I looked up here, where did I start with this? So if I look at the equation for this, it's at positive 1. Where did I start? Positive 1. Okay, so if I look at this equation that I'm seeing there, trying to identify where it is I'm starting, well, I'm going to start at negative 6. Where's negative 6? Can you guys access this? Let me just make sure you can edit it. Yeah, it should be good. Okay, so somewhere on here, you're going to have to go find negative 6, right? on the y-axis. That's where I'm starting. Okay, you guys can take your pencil and actually mark them out to practice. All right? Take your pencil and just mark it. You start at -6, like that. There you go, Brandon. I didn't realize I could write on yours too. Okay, and then we need to figure out how it is we're gonna move around, right? So that sounds like the slope, right? Or like the rate of change, right? Or how, like the +4, +4, +4. That's a +3, whatever, right? That comes from here, m. Well, m in this question is 4/1. You can always write something over 1 if you'd like. We talked about that yesterday, right? And you can say, okay, well, how is it changing? We're going up 4, right 1. All right, so start at your point and count up 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1. You connect those dots together, you get your line. You get the line y equals 4x minus 6. Okay. I can watch you guys actually fill it out, which is kind of cool. So Brandon, just count one more. Just count one over now, buddy. To the right, and that'll be your point. Good, Ariel. Okay. Why don't we... Let me just we'll do the second one, and then we'll call it for today, okay? So, the second one's on here for a reason, okay? But the easy part, and what I hope nobody ever messes up, is like the identification of where we're starting, right? Where we start is that number on the end, right here. Well, it's at +5, so I'm gonna count up to +5. I'm gonna start right there. Okay. Now, where I could see people making a mistake, and I think the harder of the two parts of this is this: the slope. Right? If that thing is the issue with this one is the negative isn't really on a number, right? But like just as a reminder, negative 2/3 is equal to 2/-3, which is equal to -2/3. These are all equal statements. Doesn't matter where you put the negative. The important part is that the thing's negative, right? And so the slope here could be down 2 and to the right 3. It's down because of the negative in the top, and to the right because it's positive in the bottom, right? Positive numbers go this way, negative numbers go this way. Okay, so you're just going to start there. You're going to say, okay, there's my starting value, and I'm going to count down to 1, 2, and then right 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you do it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you kind of run out of graph there, but don't forget about the fact that like this here is the same thing as going up 2 and to the left 3. I know it's the same because if I were to like actually go and try and graph that, it would be the opposite to this. The points would fit on the line nicely. Right? If I count up 2, 1, 2, and left 3, 1, 2, 3, that fits perfect. Okay, that's your line. Okay. Let me just pull this up. Screenshot who's here. And that should be it for today. But if you're in the academic, I would like you guys, you'll see that the video I posted, there'll be some crossover between what we did today